This is Kendall, training video number 1. So the first thing I want to do for anybody that's going to be getting started with the work at home setup, I have a bunch of great tools, and I'm going to help you out as far as how to work spreadsheets. But the tools, and I wish I found these tools back when I first started, a lot of them being most recent trial and error. So I want to show you these tools to save you the years of headache and learn curve. It used to be hold C, Alt, so it'd be Control C to copy the phone number, Alt Tab to switch to a phone, Control V and enter. So very exhausting. If not, you are manually dialing the number in. So that's no good, and it's not time effective. So what I want to do is I want to show you the phone that you can get for free. It's with Nextiva, and once you get your account, you can just have it to set you up to sign in automatically. So here is the Nextiva phone. It's pretty good. It'll work as far as just getting started off. It'll do the job for speed dialing, which I'm going to show you here in a little bit. So definitely gotta have a phone, have another computer. Make sure you have Ethernet connection. Wi-Fi is going to be spotty. If it's got to go through multiple walls, I mean, even sitting right next to the router, it's not going to be a good signal for your clients and your customers. So a Ethernet connected computer, and this is what is called a soft phone with a SIP account. So you have to make sure you have a SIP account. The soft phone you can get for free. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to sign out of this one. And I don't want it to sign in automatically. I'm just going to close out. So that's the Nextiva one. The one I prefer is this one. And it's just registering. So it's the same account, just a different format of phone. If I click on this little envelope, I have it set up to, it's going to call my voicemail. The hold button, there's auto conference. You just click this button, and when you're on the phone and the other line is ringing, it'll automatically connect the call. So I definitely love that feature. You can record calls, and it'll save it right on your computer, which is cool. So another cool feature for playback. And this button is to transfer. So you can see it comes up there in the box right under the arrow. Transfer. So when you're going to transfer a call, so that's a key feature too. And you get all these extensions, speakerphone, all good stuff. So that is the phone of choice right here. I don't want to call anybody. Hours news. All right, so that's this phone. I definitely like it. It's a good phone. I just have it up. Yes. Always make sure you put your placement of your phone down here in the bottom right corner. Alright, so that's the first thing. Soft phone. You're going to need this, and Ethernet connection, whether it's a laptop, desktop. Ethernet is very important. High-speed internet would be good. Regular internet works. So let me see why. I don't know. So I want to go in here. Alright, so here's a spreadsheet. And so literally all I have to do is click on this, right? Swipe down on my mouse, and it's calling. I didn't move the mouse. Here, I'll show you again. I click here, and then I just swipe down, and it's calling. Alright, so this is a spreadsheet. You gotta know how to move rows. You can move rows. I have the names and the last digit of the phone number cut off just for certain reasons. So, I mean, there's tons of stuff you can do. Cortana. Set a reminder for 1 minute. Call Robertson. Call Robertson.
Sure, I can remind you to call Robertson at 5:13 p.m. today. Sound good?
Yes. So, Cortana will actually set reminders. You're going to see the reminder come up down here, down in the bottom right corner. So definitely cool when you're working spreadsheets because it's difficult. Now, if you come down here, you can rename the spreadsheet. I guess we'll go Wyndham. I always put in parentheses how many leads are on a sheet. So this one has, I don't know, 200. Oh, there's the reminder. I'll get to it here in a second. So 200 leads. Alright. And do another tab, and then you can put it over here. We'll rename this one Hot Leads. Alright, so we have a Hot Leads page. And you'll already have a really nice setup, designed leads page. I do that for everybody. Alright, so what was that name again? Alright, so we have Robertson. Alright, so I don't know, there's two Robertsons here. Alright, so say it was this Robertson. You want to right click, you want to copy. Now, key important thing, you always want to make, well, real quick, this is a sidetrack, but always make sure you have an empty row here and then hide the column. There's a reason for that. And you'll see why on your hot leads page. But for now, just copy this row and then you're going to hide it. Now, if you ever want to unhide something, you just, these two up and down arrows will unhide it. So you just click it, it'll stay highlighted. Remember these two arrows up here. I'm gonna go back and it'll re-hide it. You can see the little arrows here. Now you want to make sure it's hidden because you don't want to be calling and then call something that you've moved to your hot leads page. So you come over here, and when you paste it, you're gonna see it's hidden on this page. So you want to unhide it every time. Now that empty box that was in there, you're gonna put, say it was a Monday callback. You go Monday, wants to sell, pitched, 1298. I don't know, something like that. Make sure you make it all look copacetic. I mean, if you want to select a whole sheet, it's this box here. You just click it. Say I want everything to be size font 14. Say I wanted everything to have a yellow background. Alright. Just hit undo. This is a big important thing. Undo is big. Say I want to take away what I wrote in there. Or I can go back the other way. And you can see what it's doing. Now, say you made an oops like this. You lost the phone number. And you're like, oh goodness, I lost that phone number. All you have to do is just click undo, go back, and you got your phone number. So just remember undo, redo. These are very important when working on spreadsheets. This is just a notes box, like say you wanted to call back or something, or how many points they have, whatever the case may be. Alright, so down here, that reminder came up, and it comes in even though, if you look here, in the options page, always on top of other applications. So your soft phone, you want to make sure is always on top of other applications, like this internet page, so you can see it. But with Cortana, is that the reminder comes up on top of the phone. So really cool. It's going to come right up in front of your face. You can't miss it. And you got 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour, whenever you want her. Like if you want to hit snooze, you can do that. We'll just do 5 minutes, I guess. But I'm just going to complete it, make it go away. So that is awesome. Cortana is like a personal secretary. Alright, so you have all this stuff. You gotta know how to work spreadsheets, but if you go back down here, you go to your tab, and then you keep dialing, and Cortana will let you know. Oh, jeez. She thinks I'm talking to her. Alright, so you just keep going down, and she'll let you know when you need to make a callback or a follow-up appointment. So I want to give you a tutorial on how to work sheets. I mean, you can move rows way over there. You can go back. Whatever it is that you're trying to do. So yeah, let me see. So there's a bunch of leads here. All right. So this the phone. This is the spreadsheet. How to work the spreadsheet. Let me just close down of all this stuff. So that's a little bit of knowledge and key useful things you can do with spreadsheets. Now this is something I highly recommend, and it's this Microsoft keyboard setup. I wish I knew this years ago. This is all pretty newly learned stuff. They're called macro coding. So a codex you'll program into, and I have the codes. I'll give them to you when you ask for them. You can program the keyboard. Like say I want to program the play pause button, the caps lock button. I can program it. And if I go back over here, like app specific, iBeam is this phone. So that's, if you look right here, if you swipe, you can swipe down, you can swipe up, there's a button. So it has all these different buttons. You have the wheel button. It's right here, and that is, all these buttons are programmable, things full of buttons. And you can have it for the basic one, because you're switching between a spreadsheet to a phone. I have a special one where I swipe down from a spreadsheet, it's going to put it in the phone. I also have it so if I push the window button, you can see it right here if you read, will it be escape. So when the phone is selected and I hit this square blue Windows button, that will end the call. When I swipe down, it's a sequence of coding to go back to the sheet, get the number, go back to the phone, dial it. I mean, I can literally, if I didn't have so many windows open, I can just sit there and just swipe my finger down repeatedly, and it'll work. So I just wanted to show you all that stuff real quick. Let me see. Go back here. You have the Nextiva app phone. This one will work for the mouse and keyboard setup for the coding that I'm talking about. Sign out. Stop signing in automatically. So yeah, that's about it. So have a SIP account, a soft phone, mouse, Microsoft with macro coding for your speed dialing. Make sure you have Ethernet connection, not Wi-Fi. As far as with spreadsheets, make sure you copy the row, put it into your first tab called leads or hot leads, and then unhide it when you put it in there, because you don't want to call a lead from another page, but you don't want to lose track of that data. So always important stuff. Remember to the two curve arrows at the top. If you make a mistake, you can always undo that mistake or redo, and that'll make you go forward. So you get the back and forwards. That's very important. But yeah, outside that, this is training video number 1.